Hey guys, yes, I know I haven't made a video in like 2 months, but if you haven't watched my shitty little update webcam video that I did a couple of weeks ago, my computer is broken. Yeah. It died at the beginning of August, so I did the hard drive replaced, and I had the hard drive replaced and upgraded, but then everything else got upgraded, and now I can't edit because I don't have the right graphics card. But thankfully, at the end of October, beginning of November, when my birthday is, I am getting a new laptop. Thank God. I'm getting the HP G6, the top of the range one. So I'll be able to edit again, thank God. So there won't be really any videos in these next few weeks. I might make one this weekend, I don't know. But this isn't about that. This is, well, is titled The Gathering Rant. Before I go on to the rant, this is going to be a one-take video, so there's going to be pauses and ums and ers all over the place because, yeah. Okay, so this is called The Gathering Rant. This is called The Gathering Rant because, if you haven't heard, the UK YouTube community, gathering community, was tainted a lot on Saturday. If you wind your mind back to this time last year, Philip DeFranco did a UK, well, a Europe tour. And the gathering he did in London failed. The police had to split it up. Toby Turner tried to do one this Saturday, and that failed completely. There was roughly about 2,000 people there. Mainly girls, so I'm just going to call them girls. And when Toby got there, he was pushed up against a wall and like mobbed basically. So he climbed up a statue and was like, please don't come up here, I'm going to explain everything. And people were climbing up there begging him to do stuff and pushing him, and so he made a run for it. He couldn't stand that anymore. And he climbed over this fence and he hurt his hand and he hurt his leg and I think he bruised his face on it as well. But obviously everyone was chasing him after him. So 2 girls got impaled on that fence, one through a hip, one through a hand, and mothers and daughters were getting trampled, people were getting pushed over and knocked over. Everyone got across, but Toby ran to the street, and the first taxi he saw, he got in and just went. He couldn't stand that. And that has tainted the UK YouTube community, gathering community, so much, because now all Americans think we're like that. For example, at Somewhere in the City, having to queue up for 3 to 4 hours to meet Dan and Phil, having to queue up for about an hour to meet Carrie. Yeah, I don't mind queuing up to meet people like Carrie and Tom Scar and that lot, especially as I've met most of them before, and like they recognise me, so they normally come up to me and say hi. But I think of them spending hours just stood there talking to people, it gets tiring. Which is why they had the rest room, or the VIP room as people started to call it. It wasn't, it was a rest room. And yeah, it was a lot of people in there, but you think they got bombarded, like Crabsticks and PJ had to go in incognito, joke, they had to go in disguise, and they got trapped in the toilet by thousands of people. It was absolutely horrifying, which is why a lot of us left early and didn't even bother going there on the Saturday, because most of us couldn't even get in because they were going to be queuing for 2 to 3 hours. It was absolutely disgusting and horrifying, and this has just made it even worse, because now Americans are going to come across and they need to learn. If they want to have a gathering and they want to have a meet-up, they need security and they need a building and they need an organised way of doing it, because otherwise you get stuff like that happen, like the Toby Turner. Because, oh my God, when I heard about that, it was horrifying. So I'm going to leave some links down here to a blog that explains a lot, which was a guy who was actually there who did it. Tom Scar's blog, my boyfriend's blog, who these are all the posts that they did about it. And when my boyfriend gets back, I'll put his video as a video response to this, about what he thinks on this whole matter, because fine girls are spoiling it. End of. I organise gatherings, I've helped organise gatherings, I'm going to a lot of gatherings in the future, and it's going to be like absolute mayhem if people are just crowding. Yeah, there's people like Sam Pepper and Alfie and Marcus that feed off the popularity, but they can make it work. People like Toby, who are way more popular than them, can't make it because they just get mobbed. That's the only word you can use for it, is mobbed. It's not a gathering, it's a mob. And it's the most annoying thing in the world, to be honest, and it's really, like, it really aggravated me last night when I heard about all this. So, if you have any opinions on this, leave it in the comments below, or if you want to make a rant or make a video, leave it as a video response to this, and so I can watch all your guys' opinions on this, because it has really started to annoy me. Whew. Now, I will be attending Manchester SDM in 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks this weekend. Other people that I know that will be there: Ed Plant, Musical Bethan, Doddle Oddle, Tom Law, Bri and Candy are coming over, Jake and Scarlett might be coming over, I'm going to be there, Rebecca's going to be there, Chloe's going to be there, maybe Craig. There's going to be so many people there that you might recognise. I will hopefully be making a video because hopefully I'll have my laptop that weekend, my new one. So fingers crossed I'll be able to get a new laptop and make a video for you guys about that. Anything else? I started my second year of college and already had my first exam. Yeah, and I'm already stressing about the amount of work I've got to do this year. This weekend I'm going to the UE Bristol Open Day at Barrow Ashton campus, so if any of you guys are going, certainly hit me up. Next week I'm going to the Cheltenham, the Park campus for the University of Gloucester, and then in, I think the 24th of November it is, I will be going to Glyndwr University Open Day in top of Wales. So if any of you guys are going to any of them or want any advice on media courses, because that's what I'm primarily looking at, direct messaging me anything. Also, I'm creating a Community 2.0, which is, click here or on the screen, and it will take you to the community video collab that I did last year with OCC, Tim H, Cake Equals Happy Jack, Schmo Nerd, and myself. I think that's it. I don't think there was anyone else. No, that was it. And I'm making a sequel to it, so if you guys are interested, after you've watched the video, direct message me or tweet me on Twitter, or if you've got me on Facebook, message me on Facebook and I will send you the links. The deadline for the clips is Halloween, so I can then have that out my birthday weekend. Also, I'm involved with a multitude of different projects at the moment, so I will leave all the links for them down there so you can check them out. And I think that's it. I hope that's it. Because I'm knackered now. I have most day of Mondays off now. I have to go in for 2 hours first thing on Monday for college. So Mondays are going to start being my filming and editing and uploading day, probably. So if you want me to do anything, like any tags or anything, leave them down there as well. But thank God. Bye guys.